It is coming, and it's coming fast. I have a variety of updates for you in this video, so let's get into it right away. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day with all of this information that is changing so incredibly fast. I know that it's very confusing trying to determine what is actually going on with all of these different proposals, packages, amendments, and all of these other announcements that are happening, but don't worry, I am right here by your side every single day, doing whatever I possibly can, as that is my commitment to you and this community to make sure that we're helping you navigate this time and ultimately get as much money and benefits that we possibly can during this time. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video, and let's get into the update. Alright, so really quickly, I want to take just a minute here and talk about something that was introduced in one state. Now here's the thing. Anytime that I come across information like this, even if it pertains to just one state, I still like to announce it just because there are people in this community literally from every single state here in the United States, and I want to make sure that I'm helping out as many of you grab money and benefits. So I'll make it quick, but I do like to make these announcements so you can get that money. Alright, so Kansas. If you're located in Kansas, you could be looking at a $250 up to a $500 one-time stimulus check that may be distributed sometime in April or possibly even May. Now here's what they're going to do. It looks like it's a $250 check for an individual and a $500 check for a married couple for those people who file a tax return in the state of Kansas for 2021. Now, this has not been approved completely yet, but this is something that has been introduced, and it looks like they're working through the motions to get this in order. So, it's not going to be much, but you know what? At this point, we'll take anything we can get our hands on. So, I'll keep you posted as we get more information, but Kansas, watch for that one because you could be getting your hands on a couple $100s here coming soon. So, I'll keep you posted as we get more information. All right, let's take a minute here and talk about Social Security. So, January 3rd, they were supposed to be reopening, I should say, over 1,000 field offices for Social Security beneficiaries. You know all these field offices that are all over the place? Have you ever been to one? I know I have. I've been to a couple, actually. Yeah, these field offices that are all around. Well, they're supposed to be reopening them all as of January 3rd. Now, they've been closed since early 2020, and they were supposed to be reopening them here early in the new year. However, there was an announcement out of Social Security, and check it out, yeah, sorry, we're not opening them. So, yeah, they're not going to be opening the field offices now as a result of this resurgence of this new Omicron COVID variant. So, they will not be reopening. To be honest with you, I did not see a reopening date. I looked all over the place and I did not see a date in which they said, okay, by this date we're going to reopen the offices. I didn't see that. So maybe they're kind of taking like a wait and see approach to see what goes on here. But this whole COVID variant, this Omicron, wow, this thing has gone like nuts, spreading through the country. Remember that? Like, what was it? Just a couple days after Thanksgiving, we saw one case pop up in California, right? Just one little case. And then all of a sudden, here we are like a month later, and we're talking like tens of thousands of cases every single day. Wow, that spread really, really fast. So let me get into some more updates here. I just came across some information. Airlines are now canceling flights. So tomorrow and Saturday, just between these next 2 days, Friday and Saturday, a few of the big airlines have already canceled over 300 flights. Now I know that probably doesn't sound like a whole lot, considering some of these airports around the country send out thousands of flights every single day. So when we look at it, we probably think, oh, 300? Who cares? That's not that much. But here's the thing. This is how it all starts. It all starts with just a little bit. And then all the other guys start piling on saying, hey, not such a bad idea. Let's cancel some of ours also, right? So this is how it all starts. Does any of this look similar back to early 2020? Yeah, right? We could almost be looking in a mirror right now. Like back in history, we're looking back and like, oh, remember the olden days? Yeah, we're pretty much looking at the whole same thing right here, right now. We saw the exact same things playing out in early 2020. So, kind of interesting. But anyway, we'll have to see what happens here over the coming days and see if more airlines come in on this and start canceling more flights. But I just saw this announcement, which was actually just announced just a short time ago. So, kind of interesting to see that this is happening, because when was the last time that we saw massive flight closures, or I should say cancellations, as a result of COVID? It's been a long time, right? Honestly, I don't even remember when. It's been a very long time. But anyway, just an interesting side note. So, got to take that into consideration. Also, let me talk you through some numbers because this is kind of interesting as well. I reported yesterday, and I want to say this again just in case you didn't catch it, but this is also very interesting. A new model is suggesting in the first 2 months of 2022, so January and February, this model is predicting 140 million new COVID cases just in the United States alone. 140 million. That's like 45-ish% of our population in this country. Just really roughly doing some mental math, about 40-ish 5% of our population just in the first 2 months of the year. So, whoa, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about that other than just like a straight up whoa. So yeah, all right. But let's talk about some other numbers. So there are some new states right now that are making new high records of COVID cases. New York, Illinois, and Florida. Meanwhile, there are other states that are surging right now with cases. Let me tell you a couple numbers here. So New York yesterday reported, I should say, almost 29,000 new cases alone in New York yesterday. Illinois, 16,000. Well, a little over 16,000. That is a new high record. Also, Florida, over 21,000 new cases yesterday. Oh, no, excuse me. That was on Tuesday for Florida. So Tuesday, Florida's behind by a couple days. But either way, still to over 21,000 cases in Florida. Also, Los Angeles, spreading very quickly. Yes, I know, Los Angeles is not a state, but I get it. But still, it is spreading very, very quickly over there as well. So we're starting to see a few states that are seeing just massive surges in cases, mostly over on the East Coast. New York, New Jersey, yeah, it's kind of a bad deal over there. Florida as well. Illinois is another hot spot. Like I said, Los Angeles getting kind of the hot spot there too. So yeah, kind of interesting to see this whole thing spread. Now, the director of the WHO, the World Health Organization, was out just the other day and actually suggested that maybe gathering for the holidays is maybe not such a bad idea, or maybe not a good idea. So we'll have to see what actually happens here over the coming days and weeks. But remember, a lot of people, millions and millions of people, are going to be getting together with family and friends and neighbors and, their kids, people that we care about and love, that we want to spend our time with over the next coming days here. So it might be kind of weird to see what happens here over, early next week when we get some more numbers that come in over the weekend. So again, of course, I don't want any of this to happen. I want people to get together and spend time with the people that they care about and want to spend their time with and enjoy the holidays and do all that stuff. But I think it would be ignorant of me to say that there's not going to be any new cases pop up. Now again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a researcher, I'm basically a nothing. I just make videos all day. But again, my point is, I'm not somebody to take medical advice, but I would say I think it would be ignorant of me to say that there's probably not going to be any cases from the weekend. Unfortunately, there's probably going to be some. Either way, I just want you to stay safe. I hope that you can enjoy your time going forward. Don't worry, I'll continue to be here for you every day, but it's certainly going to be interesting to see everything going on here over the coming days with all this spreading. It's very interesting to see all these closures coming up that I've been talking about over the last couple of days here, as well as airlines canceling flights. I don't know. Seems a little fishy to me, if you ask me. But President Biden was out on Tuesday assuring all of us that we're not going back to early 2020. We're not going back to March of 2020. So, you're right. We can't go back in time. I mean, I don't have a time machine. I don't know about you, but if you do, I would rather go into the future rather than back in time because I've already lived the past. Why would I want to go back to it, right? So I don't think I want to do that, but I would like to skip ahead into the future and see what it holds. It might be kind of interesting. So if you have a time machine, let me know. I'd like to step into it for a few minutes and check it out. But I don't think anybody probably has a time machine. Maybe Elon Musk does, but other than that, probably nobody else. By the way, Elon, if you're watching, hey, reach out to me. Yeah, I'm sure we could work out a deal or something. I mean, you could peel off $1 billion or $2 billion, and we could probably help out some people here in the community, right? Oh, I highly doubt Elon's watching, but that's why I can say that, right? It'd be awesome if Elon was watching. I'd be like, dude, you got 300 billion. Why don't you just give us $1 billion and help us out a little bit right now? So anyway, these are the updates that I have for you as of right now. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there. Things are getting really, really weird as far as this whole COVID situation, cancellations, all of this stuff going on. It's kind of weird. I'm interested to see how the president is going to approach this going forward. Are we just going to continue to plow forward and act like all is fine and dandy? According to what it's looking like, it just seems like that's what we're going to do. And that's fine. Again, I'm not the expert here. He has a whole team surrounding him, suggesting what to do. Of course, they're the experts. They're the people who know. I'm not the guy that knows that. But I'm just kind of curious to see how this whole thing plays out going forward. Certainly going to be interesting, right? But either way, don't worry. I'll continue to keep you updated with all those details as we get them, as well as anything pertaining to the stimulus package, stimulus checks, Social Security, SSDI, retirement, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, rental assistance, utility assistance, food assistance, and any other kind of assistance and or cash money. Pretty much anything green that smells like money. If you can think about it, I'll do whatever I can to make sure that we're getting some more for you in any way that we possibly can. It's a tough time out there, and I want to make sure that I'm looking out for everybody here in this community, doing collaborations with anybody, like the Senior Citizens League, people like this, to try to do whatever we can to pressure Congress and really just show them that there's a lot of people right now that are really struggling and need that extra support. So I'll keep you posted. I'm working on a lot of different things simultaneously, but I'm here for you. So thanks again for watching. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It's totally free to do so. Share this video or go back and check out any of the others right here on the channel. It's totally free to do so, and I have pretty much about 2,000 videos for you to enjoy. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a good night, and I'll catch you again tomorrow in the